best rap performance of the year, Eno Baroni. Shoot me. Shoot me. Fear no man. I don't fear
me, we never forget rich. My sister Vivian a necklace. Me say what's up for confirm. Cause growing up we never get shit. Hot you know about pressure. Me face depression. I know comfort leisure. I fulfill my intentions. Next time me pick us out. Money they talk. Friends they talk about but they go where I miss like I give a fuck.
My name is Kid, and I'm here with 3 individuals who know their shit when it comes to music.
Hey.
Shit.
Shit. We don't know that.
Who know their music, and I'll let them introduce themselves before we kickstart. So, on my immediate right, tell us who you are and what you do.
F the DJ, I DJ and I observe stuff and I'm still learning. I don't know all my shit yet. So yeah.
Disclaimer. Obi Mentor and I do cool stuff.
Okay. Ivan's Kwame Kafu Euphoria, just in case you want to pick one for yourself. What do? Producer, creative director. I don't know as much as these guys, but we're there inside. We'll see. We'll see how this goes.
So we'll kickstart with the first category here, which is Best New Artist of the Year. The names be Kim Promise, Kel Songs, Kidi, Kuami, Eugene, Magnum, Kwesi Arthur, and B for Bona. Guys, who do you think should win, and who do you think deserves to win?
This one, Best New Artist, right?
Best New Artist.
I think Kwesi Arthur. He's on Kwesi Arthur.
Kwesi Arthur is in, but
Kwesi Arthur B for Bona out.
Okay.
Yeah.
but wait, why? No. Why? Because a hardcore Kwesi Arthur fan is going to tell you that he dropped one of the best EPs last year.
EP Ghana.
Yes.
Who did this about EP for Ghana?
But then he did, and through that EP we had Grind Day, and we all know what happened with Grind Day.
Adebob.
Grind Day was just a.
But I get you there.
This be VGMAs,
This not be Twitter.
This will be Twitter music. Yeah. So B for Bona, dope stuff, but out. Kwesi Arthur, I'm your guy, but I'm sorry, out. So it's the Links guys. Kel Songs for his 2 Sarkodie songs, and then the Ebony song, and then who's the other person? King Promise for all his stuff. Who I think deserves it, King Promise, but who I think will get it, Kwame Eugene, because links, and links get links. So that's probably what's gonna happen.
On my end, who they deserve Kwame Eugene for the effort and the work he has put in the year prior and the year under review. And who go win Links, because Links effect. If Links is in the building, Charlie.
Yeah.
So like you said, it's between Kidi and Kwame Eugene. Between those guys. But my pick is Kwame Eugene.
I'm also gonna go with Kwame Eugene. The amount of impact he had last year was wild. The shows he did, the reach was just beyond. Like there was one day I was going to the mall, and then what's it called? I was listening to Joy FM, and Ronaldo is playing Kidi and Kwame Eugene back to back, and she was so excited, and she's saying that these 2 new young guys are making music that the old people can even jam to. This is very good Highlife. And I was like, wow, these guys are like my age-ish. Yeah. So to be able to reach that demographic alone.
No, Kwame Eugene will be your age. You grow. Kwame Eugene chop like 20 there.
That's fine.
You grow.
I just turned 19.
And to be honest, like his transitioning from a gospel artist to what he's doing now is crazy.
Oh.
Kwame Eugene.
He was gospel?
Yeah, he was doing gospel.
This news.
At the point he was
doing gospel.
Yeah. At the point he was doing gospel.
But it makes sense.
For him to do this,
sounds like something like
something a choir.
So, and it makes sense.
Who I think deserves toss up between Kim Promise and Magnum.
Magnum?
Yeah, no one has mentioned Magnum, but I feel like Magnum, lowest of keys, has put out more material than any of these.
It's not
guys.
about material.
It's not even about the material.
Unfortunately,
But
it should be about the material, but it's not.
No,
This is
but
on
you
the Grammys.
say yes and no. Okay. So it's like there's a lot of material. Okay.
It's all two. I think he put on EP and a mixtape, right?
Yeah, he did.
Yeah.
Two projects.
Yeah.
Two projects.
With Speed.
And then
The one with Baby on it.
yeah. But then you see there's a material, and then there's working through the material enough to fine tune the kind of music they are putting out.
Yeah.
And Magnum I feel like he's done that.
But Magnum doesn't
Well,
have the
of
reach of
material.
any of them.
Yeah,
That's
he
the
doesn't.
thing.
Yeah,
Not
that's
any
why
of
it's
them,
down
but I
to-
mean like, if you're pitting him against Kidi, King Promise, and Kwame Eugene.
Yeah, he
I don't
doesn't.
think
He doesn't.
maybe he's the next
Oh,
on
he
the
doesn't.
list. Maybe he's
Yeah.
the.
Yeah,
But
that's
then again,
why
Kel
it's-
Songs.
Kel Songs has
Kel Songs
more
also
of an-
has
even more audience appeal.
Kel Songs,
You know.
because that song he dropped with the
Sarkodie.
with Sarkodie,
Then follow Mettle.
Yeah.
Was huge.
with the noise around it, with that entire hype. Like Kel Songs also has reach.
I like the one with Ebony too. I don't know if you heard that. That's
Was it Marvin Gaye interpolation?
Yeah.
I don't think I like them that much.
Really? Yeah.
But as I was saying, it's my deserved.
I mean, I get it. Unfortunately,
Unfortunately,
I feel like that is what should be taken into consideration, but that's not what they do. So they look for the person with the most excitement. Charlie Magnum, that excites people like
But
that.
Kwesi though, Kwesi's EP.
Yeah.
And Grind is not even my favorite song one day.
I know, right?
Okay, now let's look at the Highlife song. We have 7 nominees.
I like
Like
the
song?
Highlife song.
Okay.
We have Kumi guitar. We Dream. We have Wutah, Bronya.
I mean, we have Xylophone with Dream. Okay. But
Kidi
let's carry on.
with Adom, Kwame Eugene, Angela, Lil Win, Lada, R2B's Over, and Ebony Hustle.
Wow. Hustle is in there.
Hustle is in
This
there.
is what Highlife?
This is Highlife.
So are you ready?
How is Hustle in Highlife?
You've got it.
Wow.
Tell you that's
Yeah,
ready.
that's-
All
Highlife,
the lines.
Highlife, Afropop, Hiplife.
Wow.
I don't know how they draw the line between them.
Categorization be
If you're a DJ here, what's the BPM for Hustle?
Hustle is up there. Hustle is like 130 some or one. Yeah, like 130.
And since we're growing up, I don't think I've ever heard a Highlife song with
With
BPM that
up tempo.
That's
low.
high. Yeah, but
No,
But then again,
hey,
there are.
the committee already picked.
Actually, there are.
There are?
Yes, there are.
yeah, actually
There
they're
are.
there.
There
Yeah,
are.
the old,
Joyce,
the old.
There are.
And it was categorized as
The truth is
Highlife.
that all
one's
see,
there, that one be the real
Hiplife,
Highlife,
Afropop,
actually.
they're more the high life basis.
For me, this is going to go between, again, Kwame Eugene, Angela, and Ebony Hustle. Because the minute that song dropped, like the day that song dropped, was everywhere. The impact of that song was crazy. Like it was crazy. And we all know, like last year was Ebony's year. Rest in peace to Ebony. Rest in peace. But last year was her year. And we all like her impact was undeniable. So with this category, who deserves it? Will be Hustle. Hey, I'm coming. I didn't come. This is tough.
Yeah.
This is
I
really
think
tough.
I think I'll give it to Odo.
This is really Odo.
I think Odo started well, but I think Odo's longevity. Odo was on the airwaves and around, it was there for a long time. I feel like Hustle hits. Hustle is still
But Hustle came
out
at a
there.
late period.
Came at a
That's
late
it.
period. But Odo stretched from like, when did you release, in July or something?
Yeah, somewhere in June, July.
But in December, Odo was still, yeah, I think I'll give it to Odo. Kumi guitar is there, you know why Kumi guitar is there. But yeah, nah, it's not happening. Angela is a big contender. But yeah, I think I give it to Odo.
I think I'll go for Angela.
Yeah?
Yeah, I'll go for Angela. Like who deserves, but who will win? I think I'll give it to Hustle.
Okay.
Yeah.
Toss up between Angela and Odo.
Links
because,
again.
Yeah, two like
Links
those-
again, man. The links
two-
effect.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
these
It's
two
everyone.
guys last year. Boss, like just like when I saw the video, I think it was the S concert of Kidi. He didn't have to.
It was
The
crazy.
acapella, he
Yeah.
didn't have to sing the song.
And not to cut you, December to remember.
December to
The same
remember.
stuff. As soon as
The
you
entire
released the song,
arena
everybody was like, yeah.
was singing. He
Charlie
didn't
Odo.
have
But
to.
Ebony pulled her
Odo
own
He
show
didn't
though.
have to.
Odo for me.
Ebony pulled her own
Ebony
show
pulled
though.
her own
Her
show.
own show.
But then, bro, Okay, and then, but my favorite song on there, which I feel is the best Highlife song, is R2B's.
I love that song.
Oh,
But then, if you look at what penetrated into mainstream Ghana,
yeah.
mainstream Ghana will be Hustle, Angela,
It's
Odom.
really toss up between Angela and Odom.
Because
for me.
Lada are
What was
not.
that?
I don't even know how Lada got here. Because the impact of
Hey,
Lada was.
Lada
Lada
was
was
Hey,
huge.
Lada was
I'm coming.
huge.
Boss.
I'm coming.
Yo.
I'm coming. The impact of
Lada.
Lada. It was just like a month.
Yo.
Yeah,
It was a month, and it was based off of a Nigerian song.
Yeah. But Charlie,
But still,
as for the impacts there,
the
the impacts there.
The impact's due.
Sometimes the
And I
longevity.
feel like I feel like he came to ride on somebody's wave.
And he rode it well, man.
He
Like, Charlie,
did.
The ride in there,
did.
Charlie,
But-
make her be careful plus my language.
So now that the results said, let's look at the Highlife Artist of the Year.
Okay.
And we have Wutah, Kidi, Kwami, Eugene, and Becca.
Becca, I was Becca there.
Hey, but which category are Kidi and Eugene not in?
Not
The links effect
Since
people
they
like
rigged up
Hiplife.
some of the biggest nominees.
So we have Wutah.
Yeah, we have Wutah, Kidi, Kwami, Eugene, and Becca.
Wutah was a good comeback.
Yeah.
Bronya was a very good
Yeah,
comeback.
Bronya's a really good song.
I just
Wait.
wish they had more to follow it.
Exactly.
But then, if they really just came to do their one track money grab, so it's fine.
Yeah.
And
But yeah, continue, sorry.
and judging from here, like I said, I'm a YouTube guy. The video did not rank anything close to any.
There was a video.
Any of it. Yeah, there was a video.
It's actually a really nice video. Yeah.
There was a video, and it did not rack up. I think it's not. It didn't even cut through to 200,000, and that song was big.
Yeah.
Like the audio was big. It was being played everywhere.
I don't think it was. I don't know.
And Becca, like you asked, how is Becca here?
Yeah, Becca.
Off of what? Now what?
Xylophone.
Oh, and musical instruments. Well, it's music. That makes sense. So, Link's effect.
No, I mean she's in the category because of
musical instruments.
no, because of
Zach.
yeah.
So, Charlie Link's effect. Kidi or Kuami?
One of them.
Kidi or Kuami? Kidi or
If
Kuami?
we're going with them, we're the same thing.
I agree.
Well,
Yeah, there's nothing else.
Same
to
thing.
say.
Yeah.
And
I honestly
well-
don't know who to pick.
And honestly, from how I'm seeing it, this is from my end. I feel like Lynx is trying to push Kidi more
Are you sure?
with regards to stuff like these.
I mean, I think they're trying to push him for Highlife, and they're trying to push Kwame Eugene for I don't know what they call, maybe I don't know, do they call it Afrobeats? And they're I don't know. I feel like they're pushing Kidi for Highlife. So yeah, I feel like if it, yeah, but actually Kwame Eugene,
I think Kidi, maybe you might be saying this because maybe Kidi is like more relevant in your circle or something, but not relevant. Relevant is not.
Relevant is a word,
But
I get
more
what you mean.
known. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like more known
Kwame Eugene
in your
is
circle.
out
but
there in the masses.
Yeah,
so,
he's,
like,
He's there.
out there.
So I think Lynx is trying
So I'm not
to
completely sure.
help Kidi catch up
with Kwame Eugene.
with Kwame Eugene.
Oh, I get what you mean.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, that's what you
I get what you mean. So I don't know how I'll give it to honestly.
Yeah, honestly, this side, like I said,
It's between those two.
It's
probably when Link, when who
Lynx
runs
is
Lynx again?
involved.
Is it Richie?
Richie, yeah.
Richie be like, yo, Kidi.
Go for it.
Exactly.
Okay, let's look at the Hiplife Artist of the Year. Hiplife Artist of the Year.
Categories with some style. but
We
okay.
have Fancy Gadam
Uh-huh.
with Total Cheat along with Sarkodie. We have Nancee and Guru with Boys Boys.
That song the beast. Stupid.
We have Sarkodie around town, Painkiller.
That song be jammed.
We also have Captain Planet, Obi Agyi, Obi Girl. Shatta Wale is in there with Ayo. And Patapa and Raskan with One Corner.
Wow.
Do you know, then I was going to ask how IU is in Hiplife, but then like we said earlier, the lines are very blurry,
Yeah.
so let me leave it there.
Yeah.
Let's just work with what we have.
Yeah, wait, yeah.
'Cause that's another argument for another day, Charlie.
So, and
So
this
the
is
contenders. Some good songs in there.
this be Shatta in return to
Yeah,
VGMA
yeah.
after how many years? 2 or 3?
The 2 years.
2 years. I'm going for Shatta with this one because IU is a bop, and IU was everywhere then and is still everywhere now. So yes, IU. Who deserves it? Shatta only for IU for being. What's the word? For being dogged. Then dog and keep. He dog him body with the dog and keep. So I'm gonna go with IU for this one. Who deserves? Who should win? IU.
F.
I think I have to go with Ayo too.
Wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Total Cheat was big, but not huge. Out. The Captain Planet song too was big.
Yeah. Obi Agyi big.
Captain Planet song too was big. One Corner was big. Ayo was big.
Yeah.
So
I think Ayo was
but
bigger.
I think
Ayo-
I think
Ayo-
Seko
Ayo
Shatta,
was
yeah,
bigger
maybe
than
they give
Ayo.
Ayo. Yeah.
Ayo was bigger than
Yeah.
And we have Highlife, Hiplife Hip Hop Artist of the Year. Onobio, R2B's Captain Planet, Kwesi Arthur, Sarkodie, VVIP.
Kwesi.
Off the top, how did VVIP get there?
Asem Sabe.
Because Hiplife Hip Hop Artist of the Year.
Yeah.
VVIP.
Kwesi.
Ponobium.
Kwesi.
What was his biggest moments last year? Wasn't it with?
He dropped an album.
But like his moments, not the
Yes,
album.
that album,
His
like-
biggest moment.
I don't
I think it was his beef with Shatta.
Yeah.
Not the song, but the
Yeah, I
beat.
think that was his biggest moments last year.
Yeah.
And then we look at
R2B.
Captain Planet.
Yeah.
Did he have a moment? I know he had a song. I don't know if he had a moment.
No moment.
He didn't. He gave us a song. I don't. R2B's. Well, they gave us over plantain chips. Those are baps. You see what Kwesi Arthur?
Kwesi Arthur.
Easy. Easy. No one had more impact than Kwesi last year in terms of hip hop, hip life,
Across board.
across the board. Yeah.
Sarkodie is in there.
Sarkodie is in there.
He didn't make impact.
Like Sarkodie.
The name is
It's
exactly.
Sarkodie.
Exactly. I'm not disputing.
It gets
that
to it gets
Sarkodie.
to a point.
Oh, I've not
The name is
disputed
enough.
that.
Yeah, the material
I said
doesn't
that-
even matter
I'm not
anymore.
disputing that. I said the impact.
So like, well, I get you. I
Yeah,
get
like
your point.
it's a very simple point. It's
So,
the impact.
Who deserves
Who
to
came from
win?
nowhere and some way.
Exactly.
It's crazy.
Who
All
deserves
these guys
to
have
win?
been there. We know
You have a
them.
point. You have a point.
Who
Yeah.
deserves
Impact.
to win?
Yeah,
I'll give it to
yeah,
Kwesi.
Kwesi.
Because Kwesi put in work. Yo,
Yeah.
let's not deny that. 5 songs and he took. Charlie made hip hop relevant.
Yeah.
Let's not kid ourselves.
Okay.
But then who's gonna win on the night? Charlie Sack Nation. They know the bedu. That's what they talk right there. Somebody go buy like 1,000 Ghana votes. So I'm gonna go with Sarkodie for this one.
I think I'll go with Kwesi. Even though I question his reach beyond
Yeah,
Accra.
his reach is more.
Yeah, I question his reach beyond Accra.
Seems to not
But
be.
if you're looking for the person who created the most, like they say most excitement. Kwesi created excitement.
He did.
Sark
Sark
is Sark, but I don't know if in the year he created that much excitement. Who else is there?
Captain Planet.
Husband's no. He has a big song, but I don't know him.
Yeah, Pono.
R2B's.
Yapono not huge like that. R2B is probably the closest.
Yeah.
R2B.
But I don't know if they also created.
Exactly. You see, that's
You know.
this is all.
So
about
I
moment.
think
this
the
is
moment.
all about
I think
Exactly.
if it comes to the way they define the categories, they have to give it to Kwesi Arthur.
Yeah.
They have to give it to Kwesi Arthur. If Kwesi Arthur doesn't get it, then we understand.
Yeah. Then we have the best rapper.
But somebody go talk. Not be Accra Awards.
That'd
Ghana award.
be the only part. Like
That's-
that's the
goes against
only
Kwesi.
yeah, that's the only part.
Many people don't know.
Yeah.
Okay, best rapper of the year. Edo Baroni. Fear No Man. T-Flow.
And no bar. See, make it short. Make it short.
Sarkodie.
Make we cut out.
Make it cut out.
Sark, Light It Up, Shaker, Pen and Paper, Kojo Q, Pen and Paper. I don't know why.
Wasn't
Yeah,
that a
they
group
supported.
effort?
So,
Yeah.
Wasn't it a group effort?
It was a group
It was
effort.
a group
Yeah,
effort,
they don't
but
organize
then
them
they
as
are
a
still
group.
going to.
Then we have Strongman with Transformer.
No, I
Honestly,
Transformer is
Honestly,
there.
honestly, this category, I don't know.
First and foremost, why is it called Best Rapper of the Year? It shouldn't be Rap Performance of the Year.
Exactly.
I don't even-
I understand why it's Best
This
Rapper.
is rap performance.
Yeah, this is rap performance. And the best rap performance of the year is from Eno Baroni. Shoot me. Shoot me. Fear no man. I don't fear whom.
I think
I know
The
that's-
punchlines,
I know
the Charlie yo,
Cadences,
the
rank patches.
yo,
The
the
branding
delivery,
with fire.
yo,
The branding
yo,
came
yo,
with
yo,
fire.
yo. Make
I
the
know
way
it's
tell me
rap. I
anything.
know it's
Even though the States of the Arts there, or Flodication as well.
Education is
Flodication was cool. Flodication was cool. But yo, Eno. Sark on Light It Up to us.
Yeah.
Was Sark?
was that
I
the
don't
song
think
with
that's the
Jay
best
So?
rap song.
Jay So
on
and
the
Nasty.
I think I
project.
like
don't
Jay
think
So
that's the
better.
best
Exactly. I
rap
don't
song
think that's the
on
best
project.
rap song on the project.
So,
Yeah, that's
maybe it was the one that was promoted as like the lead.
Yeah.
So maybe that's why.
But he also, it's just one
Maybe
verse.
probably
Like,
it's better for the radio.
I think.
Like, did he even really have a radio song?
I think
No, he said he didn't do
was
this
a
for
better
for radio.
rap song.
He
Yeah.
didn't
But
do
yo,
this for
Eno.
trophies.
Yo.
So we go with Eno.
Yo.
Like I said initially, this category actually, I do not know. But if I were to pick one, I'll go with T-Flow.
Okay.
Yeah, I saw T-Flow perform and I was mind blown.
No, but this is for the song.
This song.
Yeah,
No,
Flow
this
Education.
Flow Education. Yeah, I'm gonna go
Okay.
off of that. I'm gonna go for that.
Alright.
It's a hard pick.
Toss up between Eno and okay, for what they will pick. For what I expect them to pick. For what I expect them to pick between Eno, toss up between Eno and Sak, because Sak and Sak.
Yeah.
But for who my pick would be toss up between Sheka and Kojo Q for the work on pen and paper. So wait, so is this the project or this is the song?
This is the song Pen and Paper.
Oh,
The
This is
song.
the song Pen and Paper.
For the song
Actually,
itself.
the song is lit.
The song is
I really
lit,
like what they
but-
did. Like,
Yeah.
it was very,
Yeah,
very
yeah,
cool.
they were
but
rapping,
Charlie, I
but-
think, I know.
Well, if it was the project, then toss up between them. But if it's not the full project, then
Have you had Fiano, man? Like,
Your Fiano man is
Charlie.
Eno is rapping.
Eno has to take it.
Eno is rapping.
Eno is rapping.
Everybody.
Eno is rapping.
Eno
Eno
can
that
rap
album,
fast.
that album, man.
Eno can rap fast. Everybody. Like Charlie.
She don't give space.
Eno get
She
bad.
don't give space.
Yo.
Bars for them.
When she mentioned everybody for that track inside.
And the way she played
Wait, the way she
their
played on
songs
the
and-
played on the the word play alone in that track. Yo,
But is somebody missing from that category?
Best rapper.
Best rapper. Interestingly, you have Kwesi there for best new artist. You have Kwesi there for something else and something else, but he's not there for best rapper. I don't know how these things are constructed. Well, I don't know.
Because I feel like for that category, Kwesi had to be there.
So we have songwriter of the year. Kumi Guitar, Dream, Mettle, Noo Ni, Ebony, Mamishe, which was written obviously by
bullets.
And we have Kofi Kinata, Lasho, Samini, My Own, and Stoneboy, My Name.
You know, before you got to my name, I was like, my pick is Mamishe.
Yeah.
Because of the social impact,
Yeah.
the theme of the song.
Yeah.
Right.
And then my name is also a bop. Like, that's a bop. But
This was songwriter.
Yeah,
songwriter. And then we also have Samini for My Own,
yeah.
which to me is like, I did not expect that from Samini. 'Cause
Yeah, I was very impressed.
yeah, I was
very, very
like,
impressed.
It was old Samini.
Like,
Yeah.
Back in the
he
Batman
brought
Samini.
something back.
Batman
Yeah.
Samini.
Like
brought that old Samini back.
the respect came back with that song.
So like,
Songwriter.
I think, yeah, I would like for them to like incentivize him, for him to, you know, write more songs like that.
So that's what they should give now.
Yeah, but then look at that. Bullet is still around.
Yeah, but it's
And Mamishe was
huge.
I reckon.
like, you hear that song and then it just puts you in a
And
mood.
like it's everywhere.
It puts you in a mood. It's not even about the reach for me. This is about penmanship. And for me, that song, the rhythm, the cadences, well, Ebony was also good with singing. Like, her execution of the song was also great.
But the writing.
I'm gonna go for Mamishe. Mamishe for the win. Who deserves to win? Charlie Stoneboy, my G. Burn it on. Like, yo.
I can't pick. I'll
I
let
think
you.
for both of them, toss up.
Yeah.
I can't pick. Mamishe, My Name. My Own is a really, really, really well
Yeah, My Own
written,
is a
well
very
composed song. So I honestly do not know. I can't pick.
Okay,
Gun to
so
my head.
between My Own and My Name,
And My Name. Which one are you going for?
which would you go for?
Hey, people.
Because I feel like you are saying what you are saying because you said the respect came back. So
Yeah.
it means you already had him in high regards and then it went down.
Yeah.
But because he did something, it came back.
Oh no! I mean that's
But-
not the only that's not the only reason. I mean,
Okay,
that's the song on its own. Like, I
So
mean,
between that
they
and
say
My-
what it's the writing plus the
Yeah,
composition, right?
Because if we are going to keep it back about who's been consistent with the delivery compared to Stoneboy,
yeah.
I mean, even Samini has been around for a minute. I don't know if Stoneboy will be able to be last as long as
yeah.
the longevity. So, but then, yeah.
I'll give it to
Stonebwoy
Samini.
is very. His music execution,
Yeah.
boss, the guy is not joking
Yeah,
at all.
it's on a different level.
The way the songs, the melodic progression,
his melody
the way his
expression.
patois bounce. Yo, Stone,
He has great hooks.
boss,
Yeah,
boss,
he has
boss.
And the productions as well.
Yeah,
You, but wait,
yeah.
let's not let,
Let's
Yeah,
not
we-
get into
let's not get into that.
Let's
not get into
That's
that.
another conversation for
Definition.
it.
The person I think deserves it
Yeah.
is Samini. The person I think will get it will probably be between Stonebwoy and Bullets. Yeah.
Male vocalist. Joe Mettle, Kim Promise, Kidi, Kwame Eugene, Nominees on Over, and Samini my own.
It's for songs, right?
Yeah.
What are the songs?
Okay, Joe Mettle, Bononi,
Bononi.
Kim Promise, Selfish, Kidi,
Selfish.
Odo, Kwame Eugene, Angela, Nominees, Over, and Samini my own.
I mean,
Is it tight?
Yes. It's tied between
Joe Mettle took it last year, right?
yeah, he took the.
He took it the year before too, right?
No, the year before, I think. No, it was.
If we took it.
Was it a
Was it
free?
free?
It was this guy,
Okay.
Neil Anti.
Dylan took it. Wow.
You know, I was thinking I knew this off the top, but well, deserves. Taking Promise in pipes. That nigga is singing. He's singing. Oh.
For Selfish Stop.
Yeah, with Selfish.
Unselfish.
I'm selfish because that's the song that's
That's the song.
With Selfish, then it throws things in.
yeah.
It throws it off of balance.
Okay.
I don't think Selfish matches up
No.
vocally.
No.
I mean, great vocal performance, but
Vocally.
with the other songs.
With the other songs.
Because we have.
So are you talking about
we have
Bronya?
my own-
Because right now I feel like there's a conflict here.
Uh-huh.
Because gospel songs, I feel like for the most part, like the performance dwells much more on vocals than
Yeah.
riding a beat or
Yeah.
which is what
Yeah, this.
Kim Promise.
Wait.
My pick is Kim Promise, which is what. So it's not that Kim Promise can't sing, but on an Afrobeat song, you're not there to show us that.
Your pipes.
Yeah,
That's
so then,
true.
so then, did
So
you
for that- no,
did you have
but
the
you
best
see, but
male
because-
vocal performance then?
No, but you see, because of that, you can't really.
Because this is you giving it to him because he's a good vocalist, not because he was like
Okay, I get what
you know
you're saying.
exceptional
For this song pick
on
and
the
this song pick.
Yeah, they picked. I think I'll give it to. Is Kidi's there, right?
Kidi's
Kidi
there.
is
Odo.
there. Kidi is there.
But then again, I
Kwame
get your
Eugene is
point. Because if you listen to Kidi's prior projects, he's singing. But when you get to the Afro beats,
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like-
He's not here to sing.
we are just.
for us.
It's a vibe. It's supposed to be a
Yeah,
vibe.
that's supposed to.
You're just supposed
But
to
don't
give
you
a
think?
good
Don't you
rhythm.
think he sang on Odo? Like not, you know,
Compared to
not brooding.
compared to let's compare the pipes on Odo to Selfish.
He sang. There are more pipes on Odo than Selfish, no?
Let's look at execution as well.
Charlie, this is tough.
Let's
Who
look
else
at
is there?
execution
Who else is there?
We have
We have
Mugies.
Kwame, on Over.
Mugi's on Over, no.
No, Mugi's on Over is
Samini, no.
No.
everyday
So-
Mugies.
So we have Kim Promise,
Promise,
Kidi.
Wait,
Kwame
why
Eugene.
wasn't over there for? What's it called? Why wasn't Mungi's there for songwriter?
For Over?
No.
Because the writing on over is flawless.
Can't fuck with your man them. Talk too much, I don't like them. See me with my people, you for stand firm. Know a couple people back at cancer. Can't fuck with your man.